we're so excited about the next gen Volt because it really took everything that we learned on the first gen Volt. We listened to our customers and gave them more of what they really loved. It's better in every meaningful way. Better range, better fuel economy. It's faster with more performance, more exciting, fun to drive. You gotta love it. Well, there's a lot of reasons that people want to buy and own the Volt, and we want really cars that people love to own. Love to own. They want to buy and then love to own. So what is it about this car that they love? And it turned out to be the fun to drive feel. Fun to drive, what we call kind of the liquid acceleration. And so we gave them more of that. We gave them more range, about 30% more range. So that took a complete re-engineering of every aspect of the propulsion system. So new motors, new electric drive, new batteries, new electronics, all new, with one thing in mind, and that is to give the customers more of what they wanted, which is fun to drive, more range, and more fuel economy. Okay, so the eRev propulsion system in the Volt, what we call the Voltec propulsion system, is a full electric drive. So even under the most severe circumstances, it's all electric. As long as we can get power from the battery, it's all electric. And when the energy comes down on the battery, then the engine kicks in, and the engine drives the car another 400 miles. So total range, over 400 miles, EV range 53 miles. Well, people love their cars, they love their Volts, but what they want to do is they want to make sure that they're never stuck anywhere. They never want to have range anxiety. And what we found is that in the current generation Volts, a lot of studies have been done, and maybe about 80%, up to 80% of their driving is all electric. But that doesn't mean all their driving is electric. It means that they need to go places, different times, and that gas engine is always there. In fact, the gas engine in the new Chevy Volt is all new. It's all new from the bottom up. It's part of our new small gas engine family. It's been tuned to be an extended range EV, range extender type engine, and it gives great fuel economy. It's quieter, more performance, and better fuel economy. So the first generation Volt, we provided the customer with 4 different modes, and we did exactly that same in the second generation. We have the normal mode, a sport mode, a hold charge mode, and a mountain mode. And the hold charge mode allows you to use the engine on the freeway, and then when you get to the city, you save your EV range for a city. If you live outside of a city and you want to use the EV range in a city, it gives the customer more control of how they use the battery, and it turns out they love it. It's good. All our parts have to fit in the car, and some of them are not so small. So the battery pack is engineered right into the structure of the car. We've made the battery higher capacity, it's lighter, and it's got a lower center of gravity. So we've done incremental things in the battery pack, and then it's all integrated in the car to make it fit perfectly and not intrude into customer space. We engineer these batteries to live the life of the car. In fact, they live beyond the life of the car. And so if we take them out of a car and repurpose them to do what we call a secondary use for a utility grid application, where we use the batteries very gingerly, but they can live a long, happy life in a secondary use environment, that's just great. It's good it's good economically, and it's good environmentally. Well, we continue to work with utility partners and government labs to research and understand how this ecosystem can all work together. And as Volts retire from their useful life, maybe 10 years from now, we'll be able to use these batteries. So we want to do the homework now so that we're prepared for when Volts come out of service, maybe 10 years from now, and we can see a second use for these batteries. Our team did a fantastic job on re-engineering the car from the bottom up to give customers more of what they want. More efficiency, more range, and more great fun to drive feel.